Hola, I'm Michaela Guzzi, and I'm very excited to be reporting for Insider Travel Report from Four Seasons Medina, which is in Bogotá, Colombia. I'm here for the Epica Travel Show, but I'm joined by someone that represents not one, but two properties for Four Seasons right here.
Well, hi everyone. My name is Natalie Galvis. I'm the Assistant Director of Sales for both of our properties in Bogotá. Exactly, we don't only have one boutique property. This one that we are now is Four Seasons Casa Medina, 62 rooms hotel in the middle of the financial district of Bogotá.
But you never know.
You never know. You once you walk in, you're like in an hacienda outside of Bogotá or outside on these little towns of Colombia. You don't feel like you're in the middle of these big buildings of the financial district of Bogotá.
So it's a stunning building from the outside, but then also we're in this like little hidden green garden.
Yes.
Right in this urban jungle.
Yes.
So.
Yes, we are. And what is spectacular about this is this is a house actually that was built in the 1940s by a renowned architect. Santiago Medina was his name. And he built this building only for his family. It had, in that moment, 8 apartments only. Now we have 62 rooms in the hotel. So imagine the apartment. Yeah, it's good for them, excellent for them. And he was inspired by the Spanish and French architecture, sorry. And this is why we have this garden in the middle of the building here, and this is why we enjoy right now this fireplace and all of the beautiful green inside the house. So it is
stunning.
Such a beautiful history of the Casa Medina's house.
Now, talk a little bit about the food and beverage outlets that you have at this property.
Well, we have a very high quality and specialized cuisine, Spanish cuisine, that is castañoles, in which you can enjoy a lot of tapas during the night with some glasses of sangria if you like. But also we have all international cuisine in Four Seasons Casa Medina. But of course we are specialized in personalize our services. So if you like to come to Colombia and have an ajiaco, for example, that is the traditional dish of Bogotá, we can build it for our guests, of course, and they can have a taste of Bogotá while they're staying with us. Also, just walking distance, we will find more than probably 10 restaurants that are in the top restaurants of Latin America, are awarded restaurants. So all of them just walking distance from the property. So that will be like a great place to explore if you come to this area of the city.
I've been told, though I haven't gotten to explore, that you have a speakeasy that is one of the hottest tickets in town.
Yes. Our new speakeasy bar is Boulevardier, and it is an inspiration of the 1920s sort of bars when the alcohol was prohibited. And this will be a must-do when you come to Bogotá, even if you stay in Four Seasons Bogotá, that is in the heart of the city. Even if you go to that property, you have to come to the speakeasy bar. It will be like a whole different experience, a whiskey bar with different experience every day from Monday to Sundays. So a place to just explore and have a drink before going out and enjoy the nightlife of Bogotá.
I can't wait to come back and have a craft cocktail. Now, tell me a little bit, do you have a gym and a spa at this property?
Yes, we do. We have a very boutique spa in which you can relax. The inspiration of the spa is the gold, because it's one of the best jewelries of Colombia, emeralds, that is Four Seasons Bogotá. The inspiration of the spa in Four Seasons Bogotá is the emeralds, it's all green, and the inspiration here is the gold. So we have these 4 cabins for you to enjoy a relaxed experience at the end of your trip and before starting all of your other destinations in Colombia.
So you have another property that's extremely different just
Yes.
about 15 minutes away from here. So before
Yes.
we jump into the details of your other property, what type of traveler would stay at Medina versus your other property, Bogotá?
I will say Casa Medina will be the place to enjoy the quiet, the peaceful part of the city where from Monday to Fridays is really, is the finance district. So it will be a place to have peace and to relax and to explore, because all of the neighborhood around Casa Medina, it is a place to explore, to walk around, to discover bookshops, to discover coffee shops, to discover the best restaurants in town. And it is more of a family sort of house. So that will be the place to stay if you want to enjoy a peaceful stay in Bogotá. And Four Seasons Bogotá, located in the heart of the city, is where everything happens. It's the part of the city that never sleeps. So if you want to go walk distance from 8 in the morning to 12 at night and enjoy the trendiest restaurants, the trendiest shops, the trendiest bars in the city where all locals go for the weekends and before the weekends also, that will be the place to stay.
Yeah, it's like a strip of really
Yes.
great restaurants.
Yes, and it is where fashion is also. Only walking distance, you will find more than 3 malls, very small, but all really full of local designers with the best fashion jewelry, the best fashion clothes.
Well, I
everything.
had to unfortunately go visit the Apple store while I was here, and I have to say I was about to have a panic attack that I had to go to a mall. But when I got there, I was like, oh, this is like
Yes.
actually a really nice, well-curated mall.
Yes.
And truly with local designers. And even some of the restaurants in the mall were packed to the brim with local people, and they were like high-class, beautiful restaurants you'd actually want to go to.
Yes. And
Not my
that's-
malls of Missouri, where I grew up.
No, and that's only 15 minutes away from Four Seasons Bogotá. So yes, that's something
Now-
I would recommend.
Four Seasons Bogotá, how many rooms do you have there?
64. So both hotels are boutique hotels. So when you're coming to Bogotá and you want, this Four Seasons service personalized, that will be your property to stay for starting to explore the city and of course enjoy the Colombian vibes.
Yes. Well, I would say since I was sleeping around safely at Four Seasons Bogotá, more modern. My room was huge and spacious, and actually for a woman had great lighting to do my makeup.
Yep.
Amazing waterfall showers. The service was top notch. Colombian breakfast. I'm gonna get so fat from eating arepas. Like I can't even, but they're delicious. So you should totally partake. But you also at that property have a spa, sauna,
Yes.
and fitness center that's open 24/7.
Yeah, it is open 24/7, same as Casa Medina. It is a larger spa, inspired, as I was saying in the beginning, by the emeralds, jewels of Colombia, and also a great place to relax and to enjoy and to have your last day of the trip. And yes, only a place to enjoy, really, and to relax.
Now, talk about your most fun, unexpected experience for someone that's never been to Bogotá.
Well, first I will say if they come to Bogotá, they will have for sure to explore all of the best top restaurants that we have and enjoy some of the experiences.
What's your
that they
favorite
offer.
restaurant?
I love El Chato, which is walking distance from Casa Medina. And it is one of the awarded restaurants in Latin America, so that will be a must-do if you come. Of course, not forgetting Castañoles with our speakeasy bar. So I will say, first enjoy a signature cocktail in the bar, then enjoy probably a dinner in El Chato with the experience that they offer with the local products of Colombia. I don't know if you knew, but we have in Colombia more than 360 fruits in Colombia, so that means that you can have one fruit every day of the year. So that will be something you must have to try. And in our breakfast, probably you
delicioso.
enjoy. It's spectacular. And what we do in our buffet is that we try to bring the local plazas, no, the local markets in the buffet. So you will see all of the different fruits, not only of Bogota, but all of the country.
Amazing. I will say my favorite unexpected experience. I wanted to go tick all the boxes and, go up and see the view, although I was met with a wall of grayness. You would be smart to pack a rain jacket. You can hear it starting in
Starting to
Bogota,
rain,
and
yes.
comfortable walking shoes. But the Four Seasons do provide you with beautiful umbrellas for him and her. So don't worry, they've got you covered, literally and figuratively. But my most favorite unexpected experience was to do a shopping tour. And I went out with my guide straight from the Four Seasons, and we went down, what is that little antique road?
La calle de los anticuarios.
Say that 3 times fast. But it's super cute because they used to be old antique shops, and now they've converted into all these local Colombian designers. And so you can literally spend a couple hours just bopping between the 2 different sides of the street and seeing all the different leathers, emeralds. Just there's such Colombian design seems to have such creativity, a lot of color, and it's so affordable.
Yes, it is. It is. And you can have private tours, like you were saying, and have also an experience in each shop with a personalized shopping person that will guide you through all the fashion things in Bogota. That will be like a great place if you come and you want to have this fashion experience, La Calle de los Anticuarios. Also, I will say 10 minutes away from Four Seasons Casa Medina, if you will, but you can also go by car, but it is really close to the hotel also.
Well, one thing that I would also say is I just had this observation of almost everyone I met in Colombia, hoteliers, but also buyers, just even the woman that gave us our fashion tour, everyone's so switched on and conscious about being sustainable and regenerative. Like, I didn't even have to ask for it. People just proactively were taking me and showing me, as we were discussing, emeralds are a really big thing here. But what I learned yesterday on my tour from a young jewelry designer is that she was actually taking the pieces of emeralds that people were just throwing away. They would have been seen as scrap. And she took all of them and their unpolished emeralds and making these beautiful pieces of jewelry. And again, it's so much more affordable, and they're just stunningly beautiful. So I loved all these little stories I heard about upcycling and recycling and sustainability, and also partnering designers with like the women and the craft makers to keep. We met Nicholas in his home. I think his is called a Crossroad, I believe is the name of his store. But he is someone you have to have an appointment with to go to his studio, and you see his art, and then you get to go and see his pieces, and he tells you the story of the various Colombian textile maker or someone from a rural area that he is now giving sustainable job development to. And I think it's a beautiful through line and a beautiful story, and again, much more affordable than in North America. So that's nice. That's something I believe all Colombians are, like you were saying, more like very conscious about the environment and how to take care of our environment, and of course Four Seasons is into it. And for example, in the speakeasy bar that we were talking before, all of the little snacks that you have while you're going to have a drink, it is something that the chefs call a circular cooking, which means they use all of the things that many throw away, like the peels of the tomato, for example, and how they bring those peels of the tomato to do some chips when you come and have your first drink of the cocktail. So I think the hotels also are supporting a lot all of the sustainability as a brand, but also as a country. It's gorgeous. Now, how far are each of the hotels from the airport?
Well, Casa Medina, it will be 25 minutes from the airport without traffic. And Four
Traffic
Seasons
is a real
Bogotá.
situation. So.
Yes, and Four Seasons Bogotá will say 35 minutes from the airport. Yeah.
And definitely make sure to talk to the concierge or your sales director about times of day and traffic, because it is a totally real situation.
Yes, we always like to advise where is best and what time is best to take the car to go to the airport. And yeah.
So now how do people find you?
You mean in like the locations of Bogotá?
No. You personally, if they have questions about either property in Bogotá.
Please, my
Email or?
my email?
Yeah.
Well, my email address is Natalie. It's spelled, I don't know if
I can write it.
You
Don't
can
worry.
write it,
Yeah.
natalie.galvis@fourseasons.com if they want to reach out to me, of course. But in our website, you will find all of the information of all of our team. If you're coming for an event, for example, of our catering team are in our website, and all of our sales team is also on our website. So you can find us there if you need to get in contact with some of us.
Muy perfecto. I'm Michaela Guzzi from Insider Travel Report at the Four Seasons, both of them in Bogotá.